So I wanted to stop because I got a Mexican hot chocolate cold brew, cold foam, cinnamon on top. What is on top? Hold on. Cookie crumb? Cookie crumbles. Okay, hold on. Ooh, okay. I quite like. Personally, I'm a big fan of Dutch Bros and in general cold brews. So I'm happy with this. It's pretty good. It's got a nice cinnamon flavor, light chocolate milk flavor, light chocolatey flavor. It's nice. It tastes very good. But on to our first stop, which will be Home Goods and Marshall's, I think, to go look at Halloween stuff. And then we'll go head over towards Barnes & Noble and Spirit Halloween. I can't tell if the Spirit Halloween I'm in front of right now is open.
I wanna know what kept us going. I never figured out.
Okay. Hi. Okay, so I wanted to update you because we've ran a bunch of errands and I haven't talked to the camera again since I tried my coffee. Finished it. Delicious. I did end up going to Michael's. I only took one clip in there. There was someone doing fundraising outside, so I just didn't, I kind of quickly went in and left. I'm currently 16% into the book I started, which is The Cabin in the Storm. This is a romantic suspense about an artist. She goes up to a town in Alaska for an art show. She's trying to make it to the airport. And oh my God, that was almost a wreck. She's trying to make it to the airport. There's a snowstorm. Someone runs her off the road. She gets these weird texts from this person that's stalking her. And she is now in this former surgeon's cabin in the woods, basically. And I'm really intrigued by it. It does not have great reviews, so I'm not expecting it to be like incredible, groundbreaking or anything like that, but I'm hoping to at least have a fun time. I'm parked outside Spirit now, so I'm going to go in there and hopefully get a blind box or two to open with y'all. And then we're going to head to Barnes & Noble after this and pick up 1 or 2 manga. Like, we're going to get very few manga on this trip. Just an FYI, this is not like a big shopping trip. This is just a spend the day with me while we run around and do some stuff around town. So yeah, I'm gonna get a couple manga. I need to look for some of my alphabet challenge options while I'm there also, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I mostly am disappointed. I haven't found the item I kind of came out looking for, which I didn't tell y'all what it was. I'm looking for these like measuring cups that are Halloween-y. They're liquid measuring cups that are like a old school class looking. I'll throw a picture up here, and they have like bats on them and stuff. They're really cute. I would use it all year, which is why I'm looking for it. I did find I almost got a new crock for like a new utensil storage container, so that was close, but I didn't because the paint jobs on them were not great. That is, I will say this, I love looking at Halloween stuff. I don't buy a lot when I go out and do this, but also this year's lines have a lot of stuff with really bad paint jobs. I don't know what's happening, but it feels like the quality has like plummeted this year on a lot of items, so there's that. But yeah, we're gonna go in Spirit. Let's look for some blind boxes, and I will be back to talk to y'all when I've read some more of this book.
It's a big can of words. Sometimes it hurts to even think about it. We should throw it out. I see you sitting on that couch again with fucked up feelings, too scared to just admit. We both knew the dog was at our house, but kept it on the outside. But since we called it quits, I'm better than I've ever been. I'm better than I've ever been. Don't get me wrong, I'm not holding on to some
I was gonna film in Barnes. Usually Barnes is dead. Barnes hopping today. My goodness. I know it's new book Tuesday, but still, it was way busier than I expected. And that's fine. Like, it's okay. But I'm about to go through Whataburger and pick up food. I am about to win the Ant of the Year award because they had freaking Pokemon cards at Barnes with Toxel and these little, oh my God, what's his name? I know this Pokemon's name. Anyways, some coins. I have to go, I need to get food. And then I need to go home, and we're going to go get shipping for these, and we're dropping them in the mail. Nephew's birthday is like in 2 days from when I'm filming this. So yeah, Ant of the freaking Year, y'all. I am locked and loaded. Texted my brother. He goes, where? And I was like, Barnes and Noble, boy. Barnes and Noble. Anyways, I ended up with 4 things. I spent more than I wanted to. I was planning to spend $40. I spent $90. Again, 2 Pokemon packs. And they had Mars. And here's the thing. I've been looking for this. Every Barnes I've went to has not had it. So when I saw it, I said, okay. Also, I cannot believe that Mars came out when I was like a child. This is stunning. The red, I love it. It's gonna look so pretty on my shelves. It's nice. It smells fresh. That is a new book smell. Like, that is like barely been cracked smell. Anyways, I've been hunting for this and nowhere has had it. So I was very happy to find it. And then I was trying to look for books to fit challenges for 30 and 30. And instead I ended up doing this. So there's that. There we go. I'm trying to adjust stuff so like, there we go. And then I got Honeybee and Lemon Balm Volume 2. I read Volume 1, pre-ordered it, loved it. Did not pre-order Volume 2 because I didn't know that I liked it at the time. Very, very happy to finish that out. I don't think we're getting a 3. I also finally picked up Our Sunny Days, which has been beloved by Shay and many people. I'm very excited to read this. And last but not least, what I'm told has Dignified Island energy, which I love. Bride of the Shark Clan. Oops, that is upside down. Bride of the Shark Clan I picked up as well. I'm very excited to see what I think of this, but I'm going to turn you off. It is hot. I need to turn the fan on, and I need to go get food. I will talk to y'all very soon.
I swear I hope you're doing as well as I am. No more pretending. We don't see it ending at all. No more lying to each other's face. Might be a seat down the road again at a different lifetime. But till then I just won't say that it's alright.
So we're home, obviously. I have watched the end of Captain America, the First Avenger with May, because we realized last night, which I didn't tell you all this yet, it had been 101 days since I watched something with Bucky in it. That's a lot for me. I use this app called Tally, and I'm tallying up every time I watch Bucky this year because it's just fun. It's just a fun thing to do. So we're doing that. Anyways, finish that off. We had like 35 minutes left. Last night we went to bed. I'm about to go take a shower and wash my face. We're going to watch Ted Lasso episode 4. Is it 4 or 3 tonight? Yeah. So we're going to watch episode 3 of Ted Lasso in like 30 minutes when it drops. I've not read anything else today yet. Well, rephrase that. I've read some fic. But yeah, I'm going to go take a shower and do that. And then I'll be back to talk to you about Ted. And we'll see what else I read. And I think I'll continue into tomorrow. So I at least finish The Cabin in the Storm. Because I don't have very long left. And I have like an hour and a half. So I should finish it during my member sprints tomorrow. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's what I'm thinking. I have 2 hours left. So yeah, that's our current game plan. I'll read some more tonight. And we'll see what else I get up to. But tentatively, those are our big things. I'll see y'all in a bit.
You get to find someone, 'cause we're not kidding ourselves again. That's okay. Go whichever way you wanna go. Got a feeling you'll pick the right one. Was a long way back to class myself as Saint again. Long way back, a long way back, but in the end, I'm better than I've ever been.
Okay, hello. Happy next day. It is now the next day. I told you I'd take you with me through today some because I don't feel like I talked to y'all enough yesterday, and why not? So it is 12:25 and I am now under an hour left in Cabin in the Storm. We have had a lot of sex very quickly in this last little chunk of the book. We've also learned a lot about our hero, and I've been having this struggle because the hero has a southern twang to his voice, and they're in Alaska. And we've not said that he is in, like, from the South explicitly. Instead, we've had flashbacks of him growing up in Alaska. And I was like, what is happening? What is happening? Well, the author says or, well, the character tells you that he was stationed at Fort Hood. But he was a Navy SEAL, potentially, question mark? And Navy SEALs are not stationed at Fort Hood for 15 years. I'm just saying. That's wrong. That's incorrect. And I can handle... Please do not. This tripod is not that sturdy. This tripod is not sturdy enough for you. So I guess that's why he's a twin. But he lives, like, on this land that he has and, like, no one around. And I'm just gonna say that if you only talk to 3 people around you, your southern accent's not sticking. That you picked up from living somewhere, in my opinion, for that long. So yeah, there's that. We've learned more about him, some of his life stuff. So fascinating. Truly, that's been a little fascinating. But yeah, I'm like unsure. We still have no clues on her stalker situation. There supposedly was a serial killer in the town he grew up in. The whole town's afraid of him. I need the details. We only have an hour left in this book at the speed I listen. We have like 33% left. This is not a long book. I need details. I need to know more. So I'm going to keep listening. I am actually going to go downstairs and eat my lunch, make my lunch. I have no idea what I'm eating yet. I need to go dig through the fridge. So I'm going to do that. And I will come back and talk to y'all when that's done. I'm also going to do my makeup and get ready to film a video because I need to film my manga recs for romance readers that I'm going to do since 30 and 30 is coming up in August. In September, we're in August. We just announced 30 and 30. So I would like to go ahead and film this now and film this and put it up for y'all. Anyways, that's where we're at right now. I got a package to grab at the door for Grumps as well. So we're going to do that. I will take you along with me and we'll see what all I get done. Okay, y'all. I need to put up books, but we have to discuss The Cabin in the Storm. I just finished filming my rec video and I was like, we gotta talk about this damn book. We have to talk about this book. Okay. Non-spoiler final thoughts. 3 stars. It is not terrible. It is not great. It just lands in an okay category for being a for being a romantic suspense. I've read better. I've read worse. But I have to give you some spoiler thoughts. So if you don't want spoilers, this is your chance to move away from this timestamp down below to skip them. Because we got to discuss something that happens at around the 80% mark. I've given you a chance to leave. Let's dive into this. At 80%, our heroine and hero are hooking up. And they hear yelling outside, I believe. I believe they're hooking up and they hear yelling outside or in some capacity. They're doing something together in his cabin. They hear yelling outside. They go outside. And it is the nurse assistant lady for Marilyn, his mother's best friend, we have found out, yelling. And when we go in, we see our heroine's agent with a gun and like having attacked the nurse assistants. I think her name was Georgia or something. I don't remember. Anyways, we see that. And our heroine is told to wait outside. She decides not to wait outside. She walks in. She sees all her art. He has been the person that purchased all her art. But, so he purchased all her art at every show and has kind of lightly been stalking her, but not like the stalker, but is not the stalker she's had completely. Because we find out her agent has been attacking her, has been the person sending her these texts because she wants her soon-to-be ex-husband who doesn't want to sign the divorce papers. So we have 2 people that she is close to that he cheated on her with. 2. What do you mean? So anyways, Marilyn, of course, ends up dead in the outcome of all this, of the firefight and all the things. And the agent woman friend, ex-friend, is like, well, I can blame it on him because his dad was the serial killer of the town and everyone will believe it. And that's kind of what she's trying to set up here. And it doesn't work out that way, obviously. Surprise, surprise. But yeah. And then her ex-husband her soon-to-be ex-husband shows up and is like, and he gets into it with Gavin, the serial killer stalker weirdo. He's not a serial killer, but you get my point. And I was just like, have you ever read something and you felt like they just threw everything at the wall and it all stuck? And they said, yeah, all of these things should be plot points in my book. That is what this feels like. This read like somebody said, yeah, sure, let's make all of this our plot. And that is exactly what they did. They made every single, like, possible thing be part of the plot. And it's a short book. Like, it is not a long title. And I'm like, how on earth did you do, why on earth did you do this? And how on earth did you do this? Because how do you squeeze this much plot into these? And here we are. So yeah, I was a little frustrated at that point. And then the end was like, fine. It was fine. She goes home to Texas to like heal. And that was absolutely just fine. So yeah, I finished that book. I would love to know if anybody else has read this and what they thought, because I was reading reviews on Goodreads and I was like, okay, yeah, I get you on some of this. And I don't know. I don't think I would have finished if it wasn't for her kid. I think I might have DNF'd it. But I also might have finished it because I was just curious enough to like need to know where the hell this was going. But yeah, I felt like, I don't know. It was just strange, y'all. It was a very strange time. I also was very frustrated at the incorrect military stuff in some of it. But anyways. Oh, also he's like randomly a bull rider. Listen. Okay. Sure. So... finish that. Let's talk non-spoilers about my day. So yeah, we've now finished filming a video. I'm gonna edit said video and get that up for tomorrow. And I need to do this. I need to put all these away. All of this needs to be put away. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, did I lose my damn bookmark? Because, whoo, would have had a meltdown. About half of Bride of the Shark Clan so far tonight. It got a little too dark in the living room. I do not have a reading light. And I did not want to get up and turn on the, like, lamp I have in there. But we have come into bed, so I'm going to read it in bed. I'm going to finish this last chunk now. And I have not read anything else tonight. Besides, fic on TikTok. Because I cannot escape those text message fics on TikTok. And they get me every damn time. Every damn time. I'm like, yep, hooked in. Love this. Living for it. I am just having a good old time. Giggling and kicking my feet while I read them. And like, they're not even. Most of them for characters I am like a big fan of. I mean, like, I have since Brand New Day read some Frank Castle fics. I've still not read a Peter Parker. Though I do think I will eventually end up reading an Arachnid. Anyways, there is a Peter Parker one that I probably will end up reading eventually, but not really my jam. Frank Castle, though, the issues with that. Anyways, Frank Castle, very much in the Bucky realm, because Punisher is definitely a big time. So we love that here. But yeah, I don't know. I can't stop myself. I am addicted right now. And I'm just... like, there's so many other things I want to read. There's so many other things I want to look at and do. And I just cannot stop. So, and then I keep randomly checking Tumblr for someone that I like to update their Reacher fic. Or the Bucky one. One of the Bucky ones I'm reading from them. They have a couple Sebastian character ones that they're doing right now. But the one in particular that I am enjoying. So yeah, attempting to read. Gonna finish Bride of the Shark Clan. What I will tell you right now with Bride of the Shark Clan so far, about halfway through, is it's really interesting. It's a fun setup. I like that our hero was like set to inherit his clan and stuff, and then he ends up going to the Shark Clan and learning how sheltered his group is and stuff, and I think that's like a really interesting setup I didn't quite expect. Honestly, I kind of expected the reverse, but now they're on a bigger island, basically, and he's getting to see a bunch of stuff he's never seen before. So I'm gonna continue reading this. This is very wholesome and filthy BL. So I'm gonna finish this volume, and at least then I'll have read a volume today. And I did want to make sure I read at least one manga volume today. And then I don't know, we might go through my Kindle and see what I want to read tonight before I fall asleep, because it's still a little bit early. No, it's not. I take that back. It's already after 10 o'clock. I thought it was before 10 o'clock. So I'll probably read this and pick a book on my Kindle and pass out. But I'll be back to talk to you very soon. Just finished Bride of the Shark Clan. I like this. I'm giving it a solid 4. I'm excited to see more in this series at some point, which... okay, yeah, there's a second book. Okay, I was like, there's more. So I enjoyed book 1, and then there's book 2, which is Bride of the Shark Clan Married Life. So it's like they're standalone spinoff situation, is what I would call these. That comes out in September, so I will likely pick it up when it comes out. But yeah, this was really cute and fun. I think if you enjoy a more fantasy BL, if you enjoyed, I would say it's on par with Dick Flight Island. It's a little bit bonkers. It's got an interesting and weird plot, but it's still a fun time and an enjoyable read overall. Plus, the art is stunning. Like, truly the art in here is really pretty. Like, our characters are drawn beautifully. I really liked it. We had some fun revelations around when they first actually met these two, which was not when he was sent off to be the bride. And overall, the whole like world life stuff was interesting, the differences between the two clans. So I enjoyed this a lot. I'm glad I finished it, but that is it for this vlog. Honestly, I'm gonna close it out here because I know if I don't do it now, we will forget and I'll be editing it and I'll be like, why didn't I close it in bed? It's almost 10:30 at night, which is late for me because your girl is honestly by like 9:30, 9:45, I like to be in bed usually, but it doesn't mean I'm going to sleep. I'm usually scrolling or reading fics right now, or my books. I do both now, but it feels good to have read one of my newest purchases now, and I feel pretty motivated to get back to reading my some of my older purchases as well. I'm going to wrap this up now. I didn't really read much more book-wise today, besides finishing The Cabin in the Storm or whatever, which then I realized that this is the author of some other book covers I've seen, and I didn't even put it together. I had no clue, but I don't know if I would read any more by them. So let me know if you think I should try another book by that author or not. Could be a second chance. We could give him a second chance. But yeah, let me know what you think of that, if I should or not. I would love to know what you have been reading lately and enjoying in the comments. And if you don't want to do any of that, you could we'll do a sleepy emoji because Millie is just out next to me in her bed. She is like, mother, turn the camera off, turn the lights off. It is bedtime. It is late for our girl. So yeah, you can do a sleepy emoji down there. I'll have links to what I can link to and all that, and I will be back to talk to you in just a few days in the next video. I know this one was a bit of a mess, but I figured a little 24-ish, 48-ish in the life would be fun. So, all right, I will have all that down there for you, and I will talk to y'all in just a few days in my next video. Bye.
To leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we